Hey there everyone, Lord Frigid here with another episode of AR Mock Battles. Today we return to Astra Season where I will be taking on the defense maps of 3 more volunteers. This time Claude is my bonus unit, and while I generally have tried to avoid relying on the bonus unit for combat, he definitely came in handy. Let's go ahead and get into the battles and you will see what I mean. Alright, battle number 1 is going to be against FEH Sucks. Let's go ahead and see what I am getting myself into. That's interesting. You don't really see Witchy-Wand Lucius. Heck, you don't really see Witchy-Wand that much or Lucius that much, much less the two of them together. So let's take a look at these skill sets. We have Duma with Death Blow, Bold Fighter, Upheaval, Armored Boots, Veil Breath, No Assist, and Draconic Aura, Okidokes. Kagero, Life and Death. That's interesting. You don't really see Life and Death Kagero that much. Usually it's Sturdy Impact. Lull Speed Def, that's what that skill is called. Close Guard, Hardy Baron, Kagero's Dart, No Assist, and Moonbow. So that's fine. Renea with Fury, Sabotage Speed, Double Distant Guard, I guess Triple Distant Guard because Silver Goblet also has that same effect. Dance and Moonbow. Interesting to see 39 res Sabotage Speed. I mean, I guess this is Astra Season, but I wonder. Ike with Distant Counter Lunge, Attack Smoke, Quick Repose, Irvin Reposition, and Aether. Fairly standard setup. Aether's a little bit of a mystery there for a defense team. Oh, never mind. I see. Lucius has Attack Speed Bond, or Wrathful Staff, Infantry Breath, which is going to help Brave Ike with his Aether if he gets attacked for whatever reason. Why would you? I don't know why you would bother attacking a Brave Ike that has that kind of backup, but okay. Attack Speed Bond, Witchy-Wand, Martyr, Plus, and Miracle, sure. And finally, the Seer with Flashing Blade 4, whatever it's called. It's Killing Intent, that's right. Panic Smoke, Darting Blow, E-Finger, No Assist, and Moonbow, sure. First thing that comes to mind is drop a dragon here. I think Idun can handle this despite possibly getting, despite getting hit by Witchy-Wand. She's definitely getting hit by that as long as she's the only one in his range. So, I really just don't see these units doing a whole lot to her at all. And then if she has her duo skill active, she doesn't even take effective damage from the Seer, so that's nice. That's a level 7 Panic Manor. Do I have a ranged unit? Oh, I do. Claude's my bonus unit. Yes! Okay, sweet. So I can break that. It's not a super huge deal, technically, since Idun's Zephyr Breath does allow her to neutralize penalties. However, it is nice to actually be able to take advantage of the plus 6? Okay, 6. The plus 6 buffs. I can never remember whether it's 5 or 6. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. Let's see. So I could do that. That'd probably work. And it's because you don't have an impact, you can double her with Vengeful Fighter, so you will die. That is interesting. And then Duma 21 speed. I mean, 27 speed. So Vengeful Fighter is going to break through your Fell Breath, and her speed advantage is going to allow her to double. I'm assuming that she even needs it. This man is minus res. Okay, and then he can't double himself because Bold Fighter is neutralized by Zephyr Breath, and then her speed advantage is just going to prevent him from performing a follow-up attack. Ike probably doesn't die. I mean, I would assume that he doesn't, since he can't double her, which is interesting. And she Vengeful Fighters him back, so he does get that 80% mitigation on her second hit. She won't charge up Aether. Well, I mean, actually she might. She might, even since she does have Vengeful Fighter. I guess it kind of depends on how many times she gets to attack. But she may actually charge up an Aether on her enemies, depending. It kind of depends. And then actually, since Lucius I think is prioritized, if he attacks first, it's probably, I don't know, let's move him out here, say. Then he gets Renea's Refresh, and then I could probably bait him just towards someone else, because let's be real, just about anyone would be preferable to attacking Idun on this team. Except maybe Sothis? Nah. Yeah, no. Idun, Sothis is still preferable to attacking Idun. I could probably have Naga somewhere down here. Or I guess it doesn't really matter. Just not Idun. So I could probably try something like that. Actually, Ike might attack first if he doesn't die. But regardless, I think that's probably my plan. I guess backup. What would I do if I didn't have that? I'd probably This team looked kind of hit and runnable, honestly. If I were to say hit with Alphonse, refresh, reposition, and then have Altina like reposition Alphonse again, maybe? Something like that. Do something like that. Because I noticed that... Oh, well, Zuma's dead. He doesn't move first. Duh. It's going to be either Thessia or Kagero, but Kagero's closer to enemies, so I'm pretty sure it's her. And then Renea gets her refresh off, and then she just targets... As long as I have Altina somewhere around here, then Altina will... Well, as long as she doesn't get one shot, she should KO Kagero. That's my thought process on a hit-and-run style strat. The only thing I don't really like about that is that now Altina's in vantage range, and she does not have Twin Blades ready in time to mitigate the 80% off of Ike's Irvin, which kinda sucks. She can take care of just about everyone else other than Lucius, though. That's an interesting thought. Okay, well, I think that my plan is to roll with Dragon Wagon, so let's go ahead and kick things off here. How am I going to do this? Just shuffle units there? I think that's probably a good way to start. So break Blue Lion, that allows me to move up here. Keep that intact. If I do try and bait him straight down, then I want this in place so I can trap him. I don't think there's any risk to breaking this though, so that should be fine. Yeah, the melees aren't really going to... Really, I want to prevent people from like going over, getting to this space, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. The melees are just going to be up here. Then I have Idun take out the Foray, and then move Naga there, I guess. And then don't activate Duo Skill yet. Oh wait, actually this positioning is perfect, because now what I can do is smite up, break the Panic Manor, reposition him out with Idun, break the Tactics Room with Sothis. I actually didn't look at that Tactics Room's level, but that should be fine. Move Altina here, I guess. And now I should be ready to initiate combat, and that's going to be move Idun up, move Sothis here, hit Duo Skill to make sure that after Ike lunges her... Actually, I really should have mathed to make sure Ike doesn't die. I have faith. I have faith in Irvin. Let's see. And then what do I want to do? I think I can try to do this. And then this. Yes, I like this. And then that? Yes, I think that. And let's see. So we'll take a look. Oh, okay, Lucius does go first, but he does attack from here. I guess I should have seen that one coming. I don't know why I didn't anticipate that. Okay, so now he gets the refresh. Oh, and he goes for Martyr. Okay. I can work with that, I think. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Kagero's dead. I'm sorry. Alright, so that's interesting. So he healed Ike, which honestly, I don't know if that's not bad, is it? I don't think that's even bad. I can force him to keep healing Ike, actually, is what I can do. Hold on. This way. Yeah. Wow, that's a 2 damage Aether. Rip. Okay. Reposition with Altina and then you deal a lot less damage to the Seer than I thought. The power of bonus units does, I guess. Yikes. Okay, and I guess his attack was kind of cut. Oh, and you have triple distant guard on you. That's what it was. That's sneaky. Okay. Alright, then I'll take the 2 damage Aether. And then Lucius, that should force Lucius to heal. I mean, I can heal him now, but why would I? When I can guarantee that he remains where he is. Alright, that's good. And then let me put you here. Alrighty, that's fine. That's good, that's good. So Lucius should kick it off with Martyr. Yes, he does. Oh, Renea chooses to attack Idun. That's interesting. I'm assuming that's a result of the fact that she was able to deal at least 5 damage to Claude, but Claude would also kill her, so she chose to... Yes, that's right. That's exactly what it was. Alright, she was forced to attack because she deals at least 5 damage to Claude, but after the refresher is forced to attack, then they followed the normal combat prioritization rule, so she didn't have to attack Claude. She could freely choose to attack Idun, and Ike actually lunged Sothis into position to give me Armor March. What a guy, what a guy. I can trap Lucius here, I think, as long as, yeah, you die. Because then I just do that. 1, 2, smite, and trap. And then Claude can finish off Renea. And then I just have to make a guess on the trap. I lied. I don't have to make a guess on the trap. I do this. And then break the fountain. And then Sothis finally finishes the job? Yeah, Sothis finishes the job. Sweet. Alright, that was a very interesting map. Like most maps that use that particular terrain, it has that vulnerability with the defense tiles. Additionally, I'm a little on the fence about not having a whole lot of counters to red, particularly if you're giving him a defense tile. But other than that, I mean, I like it. It's a pretty interesting setup. I especially like seeing Witchy Wand. You don't see that weapon too often, and it's definitely a useful weapon. I also kind of find it the infantry breath thing nice to get that Aether active, just one extra thing to deter enemies. I wonder if maybe Ignis, just for the raw damage factor, since really getting a defense win is more, can you kill an enemy? A lot of people will surrender after just one, but I guess I don't know. I don't know. That's map number 1. Let's go ahead and move on to map number 2. Map number 2 belongs to my book that's either Redream or Red Ream. Not sure which. I'm guessing Redream, because a Ream is a package of printer paper. Actually, I'm not really sure why I thought that was even an option. Thanks, brain. Anyway, let's get into the map here, see what I am getting myself into. Okay, that's an interesting setup. We have Peony with Fortress Death. Thanks, brain. Wings of Mercy, Fortify Res, Guidance, Light, Gentle Dream, Moonbow, sure. Azura with also Fortress Death, Wings of Mercy, Hone Speed 4, Earth Dance, Parawheel, Grey Waves, alright. Veronica with HP Attack, Wrathful Staff, Attack Tactic, HP Attack again, Plead Scalp, Restore and Miracle, Restore Trap Detected. Brave Ike, yes, that's what he's commonly referred to, I guess. Disencounter, Vantage, Pulse Smoke, Quick Riposte, Irvin, Swap, and Aether. Eliwood with Fury, Lunge, Attack, Smoke, Quick and Pulse, Blazing Durandal, No Assist, and Gale Force. And finally, Bramimon with Attack, Death Push. Why did I say, you didn't start saying HP there? Low Attack, Res, Impenetrable Dark, Hardy Bearing. He's the Hardy Bearing user. Interesting. Void Tome, Drawback, and Luna. Okay. Huh. You have Lunge, didn't you? Okay, you did. I was curious because I saw this Bolt Trap. So I'm guessing that's the real one. Options. Actually, it's one interesting thing about my Astra setups. I don't actually have very many long-range debuffs at all on my first 3 raiding parties. I guess I have Nils on raiding party number 2. It's only the 4th and 5th ones where I have Tethys that long-range debuffs feature heavily. So this Restore Trap, as long as I use one of these first 3, actually isn't really even a factor at all. I suppose if I use Dominance, then yeah, it'll become important real quick. But let's see. So I guess given that, using my Micaiah teams are kind of out of the question, just because there's Dominance isn't going to have any effect if the enemy's debuffs are just restored off. Unless maybe I can have Claude pick her off, since he can traverse this tile. In which case I'd need to get him out, and then I guess that would be with Sita, and she'd have to. What would she have to do? Well, I don't know how well she handles Eliwood. If I were to activate, say, the duo skill from here or so, that would affect her and also affect him. His def isn't exactly wonderful. So he goes down to, what? 25 defense, 35 defense when initiating combat, which actually gets cut a little bit further by Belief in Love, goes down to, what did I say? It's 35, so down to 30. So he actually only has 78 physical bulk. Sita in this scenario has, what is that? She has 61 attack after Altina bonus, +6 from Fierce Stance, And then I don't know if I can get my Micaiah in there for goad, but if I can, that's another +4. But even then, I don't think she needs that. I mean, she has 100 effective. So cut out Eliwood's, yeah, he only had 78 magical bulk is what I said? I mean, physical bulk is what I said. So yeah, she actually one-shots him. She won't have Vantage up for Bramimond, which is kind of annoying, but I think I can probably work with that. So actually, she might one-shot him too, depending on. Oh, and then Dominance, of course, contributes damage as well, so I'm not even sure why I was worried about the Eliwood. The Azura would be forced to attack. The Ike would get Peony's Refresh, but he doesn't go any further than Eliwood, so he actually attacks her too, which is kind of funny. She might not one-shot him, though, because Irvin mitigates the first hit, and then it becomes a matter of, do Bramimond and Ike combined have the power to eliminate her? They might. They also might not. So let's see. Bramimond has... How much attack is that? That is... You won't have the tactic then, actually. That's important. So you would have... The Voidtome's attack bonus is basically cancelled out by Belief in Love. So you're basically just net +7. So 66 attack. Subtract out Young Seeda's res of not that great, but still decent, 33. Okay, I can work with that. Oh, maybe not though. Hold up. We have 33 HP. So 16. 16. Can Ike deal a 16? You have 62 attack. You don't have Flower of Joy. Oh, no, Gentle Dream's the one that buffs. Never mind. 65. 65. 60, actually, after the Belief in Love penalty on his attack, times 0.8, so 48 effective attack. Subtract out Seeda's defense of actually not horrible, 33, 15. Oh, wow, you're kidding. That's... that is unfortunate. For not me. She actually barely managed to survive that. That's... wow. Oh, actually, it's not so bad, because if I just leave this here, because Claw's not in any danger, then anything that attacks Seeda from melee range gets hit with the attack speed rain. Attack speed rain. So there's a little more leeway. But if Claude weren't my bonus unit, that wouldn't be my approach, because I wouldn't have anyone to take out Veronica. Well, no, I would have Micaiah. Duh. Although, how would I actually manage that? Because, well, I'd have to test the trap. I don't know. It's weird, but I could work with it. Okay, so I think that's my plan. I don't really see anything that could thwart that plan. So, oh shoot, I do need the rain because Bramimond has a low attack res. Ha, interesting. Okay, all right, I'll work with it. Let's go ahead and send in the team. And I will need to break some stuff up the right-hand side. So I'm thinking maybe I do this, that, and then make sure you don't get affected by the attack shroom, yeah? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let's now do... I think it's this, that. Make sure you don't get affected by the tactics room. Actually also puts you in position for the duo skill activation on the next turn. And then that, hit and turn again. Then I can go ahead and activate the duo skill immediately.
I'm nervous here.
Get that, get those penalties on the enemies, and the dominance effect on my allies. You might be a one-shot. You are indeed. That's cool. And actually, I can get the goad bonus by going here. And then I smite Seeda up so that she can reposition Claude. That should seal the deal. Actually, I'll have Altina start going over here. Get over towards the Aether structures. Alright. As expected, Seeda is able to Feather Sword dominance her way through those enemies. Oh, she actually does one-shot Ike. That's unexpected. What I need to do now is draw Peony down towards Naga, which will allow me to take out the Aether Structures. I wonder what the best way to do that is, though. Let me see if I can force her into attacking from a rather more favorable position than right here, because I could surround her, theoretically. But, I don't know if that's quite the best spot. Well, no, it's fine. So let me do this, that. I do need to actually get up here so I can have a unit there. So maybe put Park Claude here. Get Micaiah in the mix somewhere, and then put Naga there, and then have Altina next to her. That should be fine. Hit and turn. Why am I being forced to hit and turn? Because I have a duo skill and I have my my settings set up to have that activate. Okay, or have that you know what I mean.
Let's go together.
You might not, but let's see. So let's go ahead and trap Peony here. As expected, that was the real trap, and that was a lot of damage. That's quite interesting. So let me go ahead and move Altina up there. And then, let's see what I can do. Turn 6. That's fine, I guess. I can do this, and then that, and the next turn I'll be able to pick up the Aether Structures and finish off Peony. I don't even know why I need to bother checking those matchups, because she's obviously going to die. And then 1, 2, and I guess it's only right to have C to finish the job. Okay, so that was a pretty neat setup. Fortunately for me, I just happened to have exactly the tools I needed to pull off the clear there. Although actually, one quick mock-up I want to try is would I have been able to do the same with Micaiah? I actually suspect maybe, well, no, I would. Well, let's see. Yeah, I think so. It'll be a little weird, but I think I could do it. It would be
on it.
Oh, that's not guaranteed to be. He is guaranteed to have reposition though, at least. So there's that, and then that, and then this reposition. That's actually not quite ideal because I wanted to test the trap. But, oh well. But yeah, I guess my idea would be to have Micaiah take on Veronica, and then reposition with Sita. Interesting. Okay, well, an experiment for another day perhaps. For now, thank you very much for sharing that map right there. As far as suggestions for improvement, do I have any? Let me go ahead and actually go back in there. Where'd you go? I kind of like the lunge trap aspect of it. I wonder if it might be worth having, well, actually, I guess if you move Brammon's range over, then there's the risk of trying to bait from here, which I question whether that's even really a risk, because he's Brammon, kind of annoying no matter what you do with him. Maybe throw in some rally elements, actually. Maybe, actually, there might be something to that. Maybe throw a rally on Brammon. He hits LA Wood, then gets refreshed, his range now overlaps with LA Wood, and possibly makes somebody's life a nightmare. I don't know. It's a bit of an interesting case, since you also do have the restore factor. But, just a stray thought. I believe I already said thanks for sharing, but I'll say it again. Thank you very much for sharing once more. And that was map number 2. Let's go ahead and go on into map number 3. The third map is going to belong to JJ. Let's go ahead and see what I am getting myself into here. We have Azura with B dual flying, Wings of Mercy, attack tactic, Fortress Res, Prayer Wheel, Gray Waves, no special, sure. Eliwood with Swift Sparrow, lunge, attack smoke, Swift Sparrow again, Blazing Durandal, no assist and Gale Force. Bramimond with Attack Def Push, Low Attack Res, Impenetrable Dark, Hardy Bearing, Void Tome, Harsh Command, and Luna. Mirabilis with Fort Def Res, Sabotage Def, Def Res Gap, Guidance Flower of Ease, Whimsical Dream, okay. Oops, went straight to Camilla. Lysithea has Death Blow 4, Low Attack Res, times Pulse, Quicken Pulse, Hades Omega, Rally Attack, Draconic Aura, alrighty. And finally, Camilla with Attack Speed Push, Wrathful Staff, Flyer Guidance, Fly Formation, Sun Greeter, Restore, and Heavenly Light. So there's a Restore Trap element here. That's interesting. I wonder what my best approach is for this map. I wonder if I could do something like screwing with a Restore Trap, like using Micaiah to apply Duo Skill here for the explicit purpose of forcing her to restore. And then having Sita take out Eliwood, which forces Ramon to attack before Lysithea does. I don't think you can KO her. How much speed do you have? You have 45. Not terrible, but not great, I guess. This gives you 3, right? Yeah, 3 when you initiate. And then, so you were actually at 48, so that's close. But, that could work. The concept being that because she goes off to restore... Oh, well, then, actually, if she does restore Bramimon, then Sita can't one-shot him. Never mind. That plan won't work. So, don't do it. Alphonse. Actually, wait. This spot's not trapped, so I can do fancy evil stuff like Smite Alphonse over just KO someone. Probably Mirabilis, because Flower View's Whimsical Dream is not going to be a good thing to have active with all of those close quarters. Red Smoke's going to apply to you lot if I do that, which gives her plenty of restore targets, so she's going to probably restore Lysithea Bramimon and get refreshed by Azura, so that consumes their actions. Then Alphonse would need to take... I mean, I guess she might restore Eliwood, but it's definitely more threatening for her to restore Bramimon. Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter, because it's Red Smoke. So, and he... Actually, do you kill Eliwood outright? You have, what, 61 attack after Altina, plus 5 from Imbued Coma, plus 4 from Mirror Stance, so 70. Where did I get 90? Times 1.2 for Triangle Advantage, 84, plus 22 for Open the Future. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, that definitely KOs him. Okay, so do you live? Becomes the next question. So let's take a look. Bramimond, Lysithea, you both, I don't know who deals more damage here. I would guess Bramimond, his 8 attack advantage probably trumps whatever Lysithea's got as far as stacking, especially with her triangle disadvantage going on. So 63 plus, what, 12? 12 is 75 attack. That's a lot of attack. Okay. Subtract out Alphonse's res of, what's it, 39? 39. So... Yikes, that actually really hurts. That's 36 damage. 39 damage, sorry, because the lull cuts Alphonse's res. 39, and then you only heal 25% of 41, which is 10. So net minus 29, that actually puts you below half, doesn't it? I forget how much HP you have. 43. 53, sorry. 53 minus 29 comes out to 24. I don't know how much damage Lysithea deals, but your res isn't exactly the greatest, so it might kill you. 55 plus, what, you get plus 4, right? Yeah, plus 4, plus 8, plus 12 net. Plus 6 because of the attack tactic on you. 73 times 0.8. 59 effective. Subtract out Alphonse's 39 res. Oh, plus 3 for the lull on speed res. 23. Alphonse lives on 1 HP. Huh. You can't deal with 23 to him. Or 24 to him, I know that. That's guaranteed. And you can't attack until Lysithea does, and Lysithea doesn't attack until after Bramimon, because Bramimon deals more damage. And you kill him. Okay. That's interesting. Well, you live, so I guess I could just do that. My other option would be Smite Brunia over the mountain to KO Mirabilis. Eliwood can't reach. You definitely die. And you're actually same thing. Your actions consumed on restoring. Your actions consumed on refreshing. Bramimon and Lysithea fight Brunia. Actually, Bramimon might not die. Lysithea definitely does. interesting dynamic there. But since this works, I might as well do it. Let's go ahead and rearrange my units here. I'm not sure where Camilla's going to restore from, who she's going for first. But actually, max range is either here, from here, or here. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 for this kind of like W-ish threat range. So Nog's going to be here, so she's out, and this keeps the rest of my units safe. I guess I can just hit this duo skill now. No use in just waiting for it. Alrighty, so turn 2 rolls around, and Nils' even pulse tie is going to take that Draconic Aura off of Lysithea, which is just what I need. Smite Alphonse over the mountain, take out Mirabilis. What is that death debuff? It's not chill, is it? Naga has more. Yeah.
Felicitations.
Oh, sabotage. Ha. Done. Alright, take out Mirabilis, and then I guess I can break this. Elewood's not coming down this way. And then, so I should see a restore out of Camilla, and then a refresh out of Azura, and then Bramamon attacks. Oh wait, no, sorry. Forgot about Camilla's new action. She should hit for a 23, survives on 1 HP, that's cool. Elewood definitely doesn't deal that much damage. So, now what do? I think the best course of action is to KO Camilla, and then bait Azura, which allows me to get the Aether Structures. So let's do that. Guess I can just bait you with Naga. And then... I wonder... You wouldn't attack Claude.
Okay. At the ready.
So... Oh, that wasn't even real. Sweet. So then I can do Alphonse, Claude, and then Naga for the finisher. So let's take a look-see. Yep, as expected, Azura does go down for Naga, so let's go ahead and pick up the Aether Fountain, and then the Aether Foray, and Naga should be able to finish the job. Alrighty, that was an interesting map. I suspect it would probably be more effective against teams that actually carry long-range debuffs, as it just so happens my Astra teams don't really. I mean, they kind of do, but for the most part, they don't. They don't. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I wonder if it would maybe be effective to remove this, just so, I don't know. Because my concern is that Elewood, if all these structures are intact, Elewood just doesn't move. Or at least not in a way that makes him threatening to the enemy. Which gives you at least a little bit of control, one less foe to worry about. But otherwise, I mean, it's definitely a threatening setup with the restore trap engaged. So I don't know. Seems decent to me. So thank you very much for sharing, and that is the last map for this batch. And that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of AR Mock Battles. I was able to get in a good mix of teams for this batch, and I even got to use the Ceta team, which is actually fairly rare. If you're interested in volunteering your map for a mock battle, just leave your hero's friend code in the comment section, and I'll send a request your way. A link to the current queue is in the description. By next week, we'll actually have covered almost everyone in the current queue. After that, for anyone who didn't specify a season for the mock battle, I'm planning to go back and take on their second defense map, assuming it's a different setup from the first. Hopefully, I'll see you all again in a week for the next episode. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.